the hell you guys doing? Shuddy here. Welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. We haven't played GTA 5 in quite a while. Actually, I think I only have like 2 videos of GTA. Yeah, we had a effed up New Year's, which was back when I couldn't figure out how to sync up my friend's audio in the stream, so that video was kind of pointless. And we did a garage tour, I think like 2 or 3 years ago. Feels like it's been at least 2 or 3 years. I mean, the game's been out for damn near 6 years now. But anyways, this is not actually playing Grand Theft Auto 5. This is more so an update vlog. I don't know why I said welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. I get sidetracked very easily. So we're just going to be going over some little updates here and there, things that have changed over the course of time since the last update vlog. I haven't done an update vlog in a while, so I figured it was about damn time we do one. So the last time I did an update vlog, I believe I was still working at the bus company. So for those of you who don't know, I did quit driving a school bus, simply for the fact that, well, you get treated like shit in that kind of industry. I wouldn't say the industry itself, but certain companies in general treat their employees like shit. And it's not the company in a whole, it's certain people who tend to not appreciate what you do, and I don't know, you're just not, there's not a lot of gratitude, and there's not a lot of help when things need to be helped. I mean, certain people like really respect your bus drivers because they go through a lot of shit day in and day out. I know a lot of people who still do drive a bus, and it's not something that anybody can do. It's not even just an aspect of driving, it's an aspect of dealing with kids and schools and parents, and you know, you're also like someone that the kids vent to, and you have to keep stuff in confidence, and a whole bunch of things that can get to you. There's routes to deal with DCFS, sometimes you gotta deal with cops, with parents and stuff like that. I mean, it's all stuff you gotta keep in stride and not say anything to anybody about. Obviously this kind of thing happens, so I'm not saying that me talking about it is me talking about it, but I'm not talking about specific situations. It's a very stressful, very stressful job that I really don't miss entirely. It's not that I don't miss the job, I just don't miss the place I worked. I wouldn't mind working for a place that actually treated you well and respected what you did day in and day out, those types of things. Plus, school bus drivers are seriously underpaid. I mean, you're carrying the most precious cargo in the world. You're carrying the future of America in your hands, well, depending on what country you're in. And it's one of those things where it doesn't make sense how little you make compared to what you actually do. So about a month or 2 before I quit doing that, I did start working at a bowling alley. It's a big corporation. I'm still working there, and actually I do love it. I get along with all my coworkers, my bosses. Actually I have really great fucking bosses and coworkers. Like, you wouldn't even believe the stuff we go through, and it's a great job. I've had a lot of people ask me, especially certain people in my family, why I don't get a real job. It is a real job, I get paid. I'm doing something I enjoy right now. Like, yeah, I might struggle a little bit here and there, but I think we all do time to time. For those of you who don't actually work yet, like, trust me, when you guys are old enough, you'll understand how the real world works. It's not fun. But I enjoy my job, and there's super busy days. Sometimes it just seems like things are going crazy, but that's what happens. So when I initially started working there, I was working in the snack bar. Well, I still do work in the snack bar, so it's the food court, making food, serving drinks, taking food out for league bowlers, regular bowlers, and backtracking. The reason I started working there is because I bowl. I bowl a lot. So manager there at the time, I'm actually really good friends with. He got promoted. He's off doing better now. Good for him. I joked around with him one night that, I was like, dude, I'm here so much, like, I may as well work here. He joked around back saying, yeah, well, we're hiring. Why don't you work here? And yeah, that's kind of how that process started. About a month into being in the snack bar, I finally got used to it. because I never really worked in a food court environment before. After I got used to it, I mean, it was, it's not something that you get used to in a day or two. It took me about a month to get used to where all the buttons were, all the recipes, etc. Come on. Then I did start learning how to bartend. Got my Bassets and everything. And I still do that. So for the longest time, I was doing that 2 days a week in the bar, but I was also in the snack bar the same days because there were, days where you didn't really need 2 people over there. And I filled in for one of our more experienced bartenders on Saturday nights, which of course are, the busier nights. About, I think, 7 times during the full league season to get used to the busier nights and how to make sure to get out a lot of drinks pretty quickly. I made a lot of friends working in the snack bar, working in the bar, and actually a couple of them are bartenders. One of them has actually helped me out a lot, taught me some stuff, some tricks, little things that you don't really learn without a past bartender or an actual, regular bartender telling you what to do. So now I'm actually learning how to do everything at the front counter and doing some mechanic stuff now, learning bits and pieces here. The main goal when I got hired was for me to be a floater, basically meaning I do whatever the hell is needed for me to do that day. So 1 day bar, 1 day counter, 1 day in the back being mechanic, whatever. And I actually would kind of prefer that because, I was working in the school bus industry for, 5? Was it 5 years? No, hold on. Almost 4 years? Something like that. I don't know. I lost track of time. It's a long time. And it's, it's a routine. You do the same thing day in and out. You wake up at the same time, get to work at the same time. You see the same kids at the same time. You go to McDonald's between your middle school and elementary, whatever, you name it. It's always the same thing every day in that industry. So it's kind of like, I don't want to do that. I want to have something to where it changes day to day, which, that's one reason I do YouTube. It does change day in and day out. And yeah, I would prefer this to be like full-time. Like that would be a lot of fun. But, there's just not a lot I can do with the software I have. I should say the little software I have. So I've been working at the bowling alley now.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Well, I started August 13th. August 13th? Yeah, it was August 13th. And it's June 22nd now. So it's been 10 months. It feels like a lot longer. Simply because I'm there, like, all the fucking time. Which I don't mind. I work there, I bowl there. So, yeah, I'm there a lot simply because that's kind of like, my choice, I guess you could say. So that's pretty much it for the bowling alley. I do bowl quite a bit still. I was on a competitive fall league on Thursdays, and I do a fun 9-pin no-tap league year-round. There's 4 during the year. They're like 12 or 13 weeks each, and then you're off for 4 weeks, and then you're back on. 9-pin no-tap, essentially being you get 9 pins, and it counts as a strike. So, again, it's just a fun one. It's a cheap league as well. There's no money in the end, but it's just something to... It's mainly for me to... You cunt. It's mainly for me to, not lose my mojo. So, bowling's one of the... Gee, would you go? It's one of those things, basically, where you have to, work on stuff over time. I mean, bowling doesn't come naturally to everybody. People work on it for years. I've heard the whole stereotype of, it's an old person sport. Well, it's probably mainly because they've been bowling their whole lives. I mean, a lot of people I know have been bowling since they were like 3 or 4 or 5. And professional bowlers have been bowling since they were really little. And yeah, they're in their 30s, 40s, and some of them are in their 50s. And it works like that because they've been working on it their whole life. So I do have, let's see, started out with a turbo, got a hammer, got a Brunswick spare ball that then cracked the day after I got it. It was used anyway, so I got it for free. it is what it is. It's just sitting up on a shelf now, like a pedestal. Then I got a Method Hybrid, a Method Solid. I was gifted an Inferno, and now I have a Turmoil 2 Pearl bowling ball. So I have 7 now, and I've been bowling since February of last year. It is now June. So it's become quite a big addiction of mine. Highest game, ironically enough, was with that Method Hybrid, which was my first brand new ball that I bought that was actually like, quote-unquote top of the line. I bowled a 297 with it a couple days after I got it, and I haven't bowled that high since. It is what it is. Things happen. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for bowling now. So, moving on to current events. Currently, I should say, in most recent news, I had talked about posting weekly Minecraft videos. And I was for about a month. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. I'm going to pretend like we're going to guess, whatever. I hit a creative block in my mind. So Minecraft and I get along only when I am feeling creative. And I only play in survival when I'm actually on a world. If sometimes I have a build idea, I might build it on creative just to make sure it looks okay, and that way I don't have to mess around with it on survival. That way I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't do that all the time. Usually I'll do that with a big build, i.e. my mob spawners, towers that I might build, huge monuments, etc. Those types of things I'll build in creative first to make sure that they actually work. That way I'm not sitting there trying to figure out how to fix it in survival, and if I don't have the right stuff, then that would kind of suck in, my favor. Another thing, did have a comment the other day on Twitter, or I should say a tweet. It's fucking a comment, a tweet, there we go, that's what it's called. I'm not on there that much. Someone complained that I stopped posting Minecraft for a couple weeks, and, I don't, if I can't, God, I'm just gonna fuck my shit up. If I'm not in the mood to record something, or I should say, if I'm not in the mood to play something, the recording's not gonna be very good, so to speak. So, for example, this is something I wanted to record, so I can go on and on for days and talk. My last couple Minecraft videos, I know I didn't really talk too much throughout the video, and that's because I was starting to get a little bored with it, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And I'm currently at this creative block. So basically, there is this huge build I want to do on the world. Problem being, it involves a huge dig. I gotta dig out about, 190,000 blocks. I've currently dug out 85,000, I believe it is. And, that does just kind of throw me, because it took a long time to dig out those 85,000 blocks. And that was with, Efficiency 2 and Unbreaking 3 pickaxes, diamond pickaxes. And it still took forever. So, it is kind of one of those things where sometimes I'm in the mood to dig, sometimes I'm in the mood to build. Other times I just don't want to play Minecraft, so I'm sorry, but if I'm not in the mood to play something, I probably won't play it for the simple fact that I don't want to post a crappy video. I've always been on the whole, quality over quantity thing. I mean, I know there were times back in the day, on Black Ops 2, that I would post whatever the hell I wanted. I would just record a video and post it and not care, but I also wasn't really doing a lot of commentating stuff, or actual gameplays. It was more so just hey, look, I went, 33 or 34 and 3 or whatever, what, look at me. It was more so, Jesus. It was just more so, I had a good gameplay, I posted it, I didn't care what people thought, but now I'm at that whole aspect of, well, I don't want to post something that I wouldn't watch. And for those of you that actually do watch these update vlogs, I know there are people have watched the other ones. I do like to try to keep people updated on what's going on. So currently Minecraft is not happening, at least as of today. I mean, who knows, tomorrow I could really want to play Minecraft, and that's just how my brain is. You know, we're all wired differently. Sometimes we just, oh, fuck me. You know, sometimes we just don't know what we're doing. Sometimes we know exactly what we want to do. There's some days I sit here and I stare at my games list for hours on end, and I never end up playing anything. I usually just fall asleep playing an app game on my phone. It's just how it goes sometimes, you know. So Minecraft's on hold for now until I can decide what else I want to do with it. Plus, I'm running low on diamond, and I need more enchanting levels before I can make more diamond pickaxes. I have diamond, I just don't want to use all of it on diamond pickaxes for this one dig slash build. One reason I hate this card. Also, I would love to have somebody actually get on the world and help me, but no one ever wants to fucking play Minecraft anymore. So, there's that aspect of it. So Minecraft on hold. Life is Strange is going to come here shortly. I probably will be playing Life is Strange Monday morning. I am off Monday. I think I'm off Monday and Thursday this coming week. Yeah, I'm off Monday, Thursday this coming week. It's Saturday today. So, Monday I know for sure I'll be playing Life is Strange in the morning. And this whole, I was scheduling videos, like, consistently. So, my Minecraft, I'm going all fucking wonky here, but my Minecraft videos, I played Minecraft for hours and hours and hours on end, and then posted that, like, scheduled them to post, and it took over a month for all the videos to post because I recorded so much, and I didn't want to put videos out too often. But then I realized it kind of put me in a tight spot to where I didn't want to play anything because I didn't want to play something and then post it a month and a half or 2 months later, which I shouldn't do that. I think I should just, record. If I ever want to record something, I think I'm just going to record it, post it, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's going to be that. And that may sound weird, but for example, last night I played Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I immediately edited it and posted it immediately. And that was just what I did. Oh, what's up, Hubert? Sorry, I didn't see you in there. So yeah, so that's what we'll probably be doing for now on. So yeah, Minecraft on hold for a little bit, just until I can get that dig done, because I'm not going to dig out 100,000 blocks on video, because I'm pretty sure people would not want to see that. So, some videos we're thinking about doing, I'm talking about like me, Nate, and a buddy of ours, Tyler, English Kenny. We will be wanting to do zombies on Black Ops 2 and World War 2. I did actually get challenged by Nate earlier to get the rest of my guns diamond on World War 2 before before Modern Warfare comes out October 25th, and I already got 2 out of 10 done in 3 hours, so I took a break off of that because I'm getting super tired of Call of Duty right now. We will be doing free-for-all stuff on Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and possibly doing some Blackout with Tommy or anybody else on Black Ops 4, obviously. Trying to think of what else. We were thinking about doing some GTA videos, but again, we're not exactly sure what we want to do when it comes to like GTA. Because there's a million things we can do, but again, that's the thing. Like, there's a million things we do on this damn game. So sometimes we just don't know where to stop. What do I want to drive? So, moving on, Nate and I were also talking about doing a, I don't know if you would call it co-op, but let's go ahead and call it co-op. We were talking about doing a kind of co-op DayZ survival let's play. He did get DayZ for us, which was very nice of him. I tried playing it, lasted about a minute, and I got eaten by cannibals. So it wasn't a good first experience for DayZ, honestly. So we're talking about doing that. I was also thinking about doing a Dishonored 100% walkthrough of the Shadow achievement, going through the whole game without killing anybody, going through without getting alerted, etc., etc. Only problem is sometimes you do have to reload a save simply because there's sometimes you just get spotted and you have to reload a save. That's a lot to do with the game, and sometimes reloading the game takes freaking 5 minutes, I swear. So until that issue is figured out on my end, that's not something I'm going to do for the time being. It's a long video. And I do have a lot of games sitting in my library that I haven't ever played that I've been wanting to record, and I've been putting them on hold to play because simply I've been wanting to record them. For example, I got Firewatch, Vampire, We Happy Few. We Happy Few just came out, so give me a break on that one because that just came out. And Nate and I always talked about doing horror games. That's why we did Friday the 13th for a while. Oh, fuck it, I'm going. I do have quite a few somewhat horror games. I have Zombie, Outlast, Alien Isolation, Evil Within, etc., etc. I have quite a few that, again, I've never really played. I did post a video of the Evil Within. I don't even know how long ago. I couldn't tell you guys. And I honestly think the video came out very crappy. So I've been thinking about redoing it for the simple fact that it just didn't work out as well as I thought it would have at the time being. I feel like I've gotten a little better with my commentary with stuff like that than I was before. I was a little mic shy back then. Now I really just don't give a shit what people think. Plus, I don't have any monetization anymore, so I can't be unmonetized, so fuck you, YouTube, you can't unmonetize this. But yeah, it's pretty much where we're sitting right now. Oh, and as for GTA, we were talking about doing a roleplay type... Really? We were talking about doing a roleplay... That's what I thought. We were talking about doing a roleplay type series, kind of like DOJ that like Polecat and them do. But again, this is GTA Online and Xbox One. We don't have mods where we can mod in uniforms and actual cop cars. Like we couldn't arrest each other, etc., etc. So we'd have to be pretty creative with it, and it wouldn't be 100% legit. But there are times we do find ourselves role-playing on here, and then afterwards, like, it'll go on for 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll ask ourselves why we didn't record any of it, because it was hilarious, or it was really... Sometimes it gets a little too, serious and, like, weird. But, again, another idea that we've been talking about... So yeah, so I'm probably going to end it here because I really don't know what else that I can update you guys on. Other than the fact that I'm super tired. I didn't sleep in a wink last night, and I work in 4 hours, which kind of blows. But, you know, it is what it is. It always happens. I have some kind of... I must have some kind of condition that just makes me not tired, because there's times I can just stay up for 40 hours and not feel tired at all. And then other times I'm up for 10 hours and I want to crash, so, you know, it is what it is, you know what they say. So, we are going to end it here with a crash. That was not as, that was pretty anticlimactic. But alright. Anyways, guys, if you have, if you liked any of the information in the video on stuff that we want to be doing in the future, let me know. Again, we will... Can't talk. We will be playing Modern Warfare when it comes out. That's 100% sure. When the beta drops and when the game actually releases fully, we will be live streaming, recording, you name it, every little thing that we can. I will be going for Diamond immediately if there is a Diamond camo on that game. I can't help myself when it comes to that. So, But do know it comes out October 25th, which kind of blows because it's a Friday, and I work every fucking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I'm usually off Monday, Tuesday, so it probably wouldn't happen for a couple days. But again, you know, we'll figure it out over time. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Let me know, like I said. What? Cops are trying to ruin my outro. No. Fuck you. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me in this video. I'm going to run from the cops now. Let me know if you like any of the information in the video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, anything that I talked about, or anything that maybe you guys think we should get. We were talking about getting a way out. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I know I babbled for way too long, but I always do. As always, guys, stay in the shadows.